What is up, guys? So I had a poll on my channel a while back on who you guys want to see me face with Cyclops. And although Loki did not win, a lot of you guys said that you still want to see this matchup. So here we go. We are facing Loki on expert mode with Cyclops. So the main scheme set, we're going to shuffle up these different Loki variants right here. And we're going to randomly put one of them into play, which will be, let's do this one. So he has 1 scheme, 2 attack, and his attacks have piercing. In order to win on expert mode, we must defeat 3 different Lokis, and we're going to set these aside for now. Then we also put the War in Asgard side scheme into play right here with hinder 1 plus 6, so it's going to be 7 threat. And the main scheme will start off with 1 threat. And then we're going to shuffle up the Infinity Stones and create the Infinity Stone deck. So let's shuffle up these 6 stones. And then the main scheme setup tells us to put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play, which will be this one, the Soul Stone. And then we're going to shuffle up the encounter deck here. And then let's shuffle up our player deck. And then we're drawing up to our hand size of 6. And let's see what we got. Okay, awesome. We got a meditation. We got beast. I don't need anything else, I think. Yeah, let's mulligan and discard. Should we keep blindfolded a few, Commander? I think that's all right. Let's mulligan discard these 4 cards and then draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we are going to, I want to get the build support out. Let me see. If we play beast, we can play pixie, get out build support, and then clear it. I think that's going to be a play. So we're going to be short on 1 resource. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our constant training. Action, search your deck for a tactic upgrade added to your hand. Oh, wait. Do we have an ally here? We have Sunfire. We get Pixie. Oh, wait, I forgot. Hold up. If we play Beast, he gets us a double. Right? So we have to keep that in mind. So we get Beast, he gets us a double. We get Pixie, she gets us Sunfire. We thwart out build support. That will get us Uncanny X-Men. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna use concentrate anyways. Sorry guys. Okay, so action, search your deck for a tactic upgrade, add to your hand. Just trying to make sure that we have everything lined up, and we do. So we actually play Sunfire here as well. We're gonna play exploit weakness or get exploit weakness to our hand with our constant training. Let's shuffle up our deck here. Okay, then we will play meditation, alter ego action, exhaust your alter ego, then play a card from hand, reducing its cost by 3. So we're going to play beast here with just 1 cost. So this will be 1 resource to play him. That will resolve the meditation. Whenever beast enters play, search your deck and discard file for a resource card, add to your hand. Let's look through our deck here for a double resource. Let's do the double mental, because it has beast's picture on it. And shuffle up our deck again. All right, then we're going to use a double resource here so we can play Pixie. After you play Pixie from your hand, search your, look through your discard pile for X-Men ally and then add to your hand. So let's get Sunfire here from the discard to our hand. Then we're going to use this as 1 resource so we can play build support. This is a player's side team coming in with 3 threat. We're going to have Beast Thor for 2, Pixie Thor for 1 for a total of 3, and clear off the build support. They both take consequential damage. And then when our build support is defeated, it's going to go into the bigger display. We can search our deck and discard pile for a support with a cost of 3 or less and put it into play. So let's look through our deck here. We're going to get Uncanny X-Men and put this 3 cost support into play. Uncanny X-Men says, each of your X-Men allies gets +1 hit point. If each of your characters have the X-Men trait, each of your X-Men allies costs 1 fewer resource to play. So currently we don't all have the X-Men trait because Cyclops does not have the X-Men trait in his alter ego, Scott Summers. So let's flip over here to hero form, where we now have the X-Men trait. So we're all X-Men. Sunfire reduces cost by 1 with the Uncanny X-Men, 1 resource to play him. And then we can't use his response anyways. And then we're going to have Sunfire. Let's just have him thwart for 1 from the War in Asgard here. He will take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to a hand size of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a mansion. I don't think we can get it down though. Okay, so Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 threats to the main scheme because of the acceleration from the War in Asgard. So this goes up to 3. He's going to hit us with a base of 2 plus 1 and a boost card here. We are going to have Pixie block this. So this will be his boost. 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Knocks out Pixie. Then the Infinity Gauntlet will activate. After attached villain activates, resolve the special ability of each Infinity Stone in play. So the Soul Stone here. Otherwise, if there's no stones in play, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. So we just trade the Soul Stone, heal 3 damage from the villain. He's already at full hit points, so nothing happens. And then give him a face down boost card. And then place this card in the discard pile of the Infinity Stone deck. Then Loki's going to deal with a face down encounter card, which is an assault. The villain attacks you. So he has his boost. He's going to get another boost here because he's activating. We have Sunfire block this one. And 2 boost is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. That will knock out Sunfire. And then it is back to our turn. All right. So let's first play Honor X-Men. Play only if your identity has the X-Men trait. We have the X-Men trait in our hero form. Attached to your friendly character, we're given Cyclops. We get plus 1 hit point, so we go from 10 up to 11, and then we now gain the X-Men trait even in our alter ego here. Next, are we gonna try to get down Mansion and be super greedy? I think we are. Let's check our discard pile here. How many tactic upgrades do we lose? 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 1 more 5. We may not be able to get it next turn, but I think it's okay. So let's just do that anyways. We're going to thwart for 2 for the main scheme. Let's drop this down to 1. And then we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. Use our ability here, Concentrating. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade, add to your hand. Let's get a priority target. Let's get the Wrap Response, add that to your hand. And we'll shuffle up our deck. Then we're going to use 4 resources here. So we can play Avengers Mansion. We're going to exhaust it to draw a card. So I'm going to save that. And then we're going to have, should Beast Thor from War in Asgard. Let's see, if we scheme for 1, 2, plus a boost, I think we're going to just Thor from the main scheme just to be safe. Beast will take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready up. We're going to keep the meditation in our hand and draw back up to our hand size of 6 in Alter Ego. Hopefully not drawing our last tactic upgrade. Oof, we drew it. Okay, that's fine. So Loki's turn is going to add 2 to the main because of the acceleration. He's schemed with the base of 1 plus 1 is 2, plus a boost. Actually, wait, do we? We're going to do an Infinity Stone. Oh yeah, wait. Okay, so when he got the Assault as a boost card, he attacked Sunfire. We should have flipped an Infinity Stone because there were none in play after that second attack. So we have the Reality Stone that should have been in play already. So now he's going to scheme for 1 plus 2, or 1 plus 1 plus a boost here. So of 1. So scheme for total of 3. 3 threat goes on a main scheme, goes up to 5 from 2. Then he's going to trigger the Reality Stone. Discard an ally upper support control. Let's discard Beast as an ally. Okay, then we get a face down encounter card, which we review now, which is Beguiled. Attached to the ally with the highest cost. We have no allies, so this will gain Surge. We got a Natural Storm. Review, exhaust each ally in play. We don't have any allies. And then come in with 2 threats. 2 threat. And then hero and allies cannot be ready by player card effects. And then it is back to our turn. Okay, so we don't have any more tactical upgrades in the deck for Concentrating. Let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card here. Into Blindfold. Do I want to meditate? If I meditate, then I get out all 3 allies, which I kind of want to do. Yeah, and then we can actually just stay in Alter for another turn. Get a big hand size before we flip over. All right, let's do that. We're going to use 2 resources here so we can play Blindfold. She's only 2 costs because of the Uncanny X-Men, and we have the X-Men trait in our hero form because of the Honor X-Men. So whenever she enters play, look at the top 5 cards of the encounter deck, discard 1, put the rest back in the same order. So if we confuse Loki with Professor X, he's not going to scheme. Then we get this as an encounter card where he will scheme. We want him to scheme with, or we just discard this and we get this as an encounter card. Oh, I don't want this to be a boost. I want this to be an encounter card is a thing. So, yeah, if he gets that, yeah, I think we just get the Madison Midgard as our encounter card here, and this will be the boost for next turn. So we're going to discard the Trickster here and put these 4 cards back on top. He's been activating a lot, actually. We've got a Caught Off Guard coming up as well. I think that will be the boost, though. So Madison Midgard, Loki, Staff, gang up, and then Caught Off Guard. We got to remember that. Okay, put it back on top like that. That will resolve Blindfold's effect. She's going to throw for 2 to clear off the Unnatural Storm here. And then she would take a consequential damage. Then we're going to play double resource because Polaris is only 2 costs because of the Uncanny X-Men. Whenever she enters play, give an X-Men character a tough stats card. Let's give Cyclops toughness. And then we're going to play Meditation, Alter Ego action, exhaust your Alter Ego. And then play a card from here, reducing his cost by 3. So he's only 2 costs, but now he's like -1. So we can play him for free. Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We're going to choose to confuse a villain. So Loki is confused now. This one does not have Stalwart. Then we're going to have Professor X Thor for 3 from the main, dropping it down to 2. He'll take a consequential damage. And then Polaris is going to, let's see, we know what's going to happen, right? Yeah, we know the encounter cards. It's just going to be a side scheme. So it's not that bad. I think we're just going to swing for 2 at Loki. That'll bring from 20 down to 18. Polaris will take a consequential damage. And that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Drawing back up to 6. And we should have a big turn coming up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we got Forge to bring out Utopia. All right, so Loki's turn is going to add 2 to the main because of the acceleration here. Goes up to 4. He's going to scheme, but he is confused. Nothing happens. Then we get a face-out encounter card, which is the Madness on Midgard side scheme with Hinder 1 plus 5 is going to be 6 threat. And it has a crisis, so we can't remove threat from the main scheme while this card's in play. Okay, and it's back to our turn. Let's use Avengers Mission so we can draw a card. We want to try to deck out to get those tactic upgrades back to... Oh, wait a minute, what the? I think I missed counter tactic upgrades because we had another one here. Well, I don't think it mattered anyways. Oh, I forgot. If Professor X is in play at the end of the round, he actually gets his card, so he should have been discarded before we use Avengers Mission. But luckily, it didn't change anything. Okay, I think what we do is we just get Forge out, get out Utopia, and we can get out Phoenix. Okay, so let's flip over here to our hero form. And then we're going to, I think we play Tackle Brilliance here. So let's use 2 resources. So we can play Tackle Brilliance. Hero action, Thor, remove 3 threat from the scheme. Let's take 3 off of the Madness on Midgard. And drop this from 6 down to 3. It also says to choose a tactic card in your discard pile, add to your hand. Let's get a, it doesn't really matter. Actually, let's get a rapid response here. Add that to our hand. That could come in useful because it is a tactic card. Then we want to, so Forge is 1 cost because of the Uncanny X-Men. So 1 resource here, so we can play Forge. After he enters play, search your deck and discard pile for X-Men or X-Force support. Add to your hand. Let's get Utopia from our deck to our hand here. Shuffle up. Okay, and then let's see. Oh, we still have X-Jet, right? Yeah, that's coming up. Maybe I should have gotten the X-Jet. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna have Cyclops Thor for 2, Forge Thors for 1. It's gonna be a total of 3 to clear out the mass on Midgard. Forge takes a consequential damage. This has a 1 defeat effect. Review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck, and then swap Loki with the random set aside Loki. So we're gonna shuffle up these Lokis here. And then one of them comes into play, and it's gonna be this one. With 1 attack, 2 scheme, and retaliate 1. Okay, that will resolve the 1 defeat effect of the Madness on Midgard, and we'll have the time zone in play. Okay, then we're going to have Blindfold and Polaris both thwart for 1, 2, 3 from the main. Drop it down to 1. They both take consequential damage, but they're both alive. Or Blindfold's alive because she gets +1 hit point with the Uncanny X-Men. Polaris has 2 hit points left. And then let's just get down Utopia, actually. I think we keep Phoenix. So 2 resources, so we can play Utopia. If each of your allies has the X-Men trait, which they do, increase your ally limit by 1, so we now have 4 allies. After an X-Men ally enters play, we exhaust Utopia to ready up another X-Men character. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up here. Slowly getting set up. Drawing back up to 5. Looking for the X-Jet, which we just got. Okay, so Loki's turn. Oh, this is going to... That's fine. So Loki's turn is going to add 2 to the main, goes up to 3. He's going to attack to the base of 1 plus 1 is 2. He doesn't have piercing, so let's just take to the face. The boost effect is attached this card to Loki. So he's hitting us with 3 attack. That knocks off our tough stats card. Then he's going to trigger the time zone. Discard top 4 cards of your deck. So we only have 2 cards left. We discard them. And then place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different card type discarded. So a resource and ally, so 2 threat going on the main scheme, goes up to 5. Since we deck out, we get a face down encounter card. And then the time zone is discarded after triggering its effect. We shuffle up our deck here, or discard pop back to the deck. All right, we've got a new deck, and then Loki's going to deal us a face down encounter card. First one is Gang Up. Oh, that is the caught off guard, isn't it? That is unfortunate. So we have to discard probably. Actually, do we just get rid of mansion at this one? I don't know. Okay, so the villain each mini engagement will attack. So Loki's going to attack us here with a base of 3 plus a boost here. I think we actually just have Forge block. So the boost here is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Knocks out Forge. After he activates, he flips an Infinity Stone. And we got another encounter card, which is the Cog Guard. Discard, upgrade, or support you control. Let's discard Utopia because we have a way to get Forge back with Pixie. We should get Utopia back. So yeah, we discard the Utopia. All right. Then it's back to our turn. Let's see. Let's use Avengers Mansion. Did I do everything right here? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, so we're gonna draw a card with Avengers Mansion. Gone to a double. So let's use 3 resources here so we can play the X-Jet. We can exhaust this card to generate a WoW resource for an X-Men character. And then let's check our discard here. We don't have any Cyclops cards for Phoenix. So let's just use this to generate a resource. So you play Angel. He says reduce the cost of play by 1 if your identity has immune or X-Men trait. We do have the X-Men trait. This reduces by another 1, so it's reducing by 2, only 1 cost, which the X-Jet is generating a resource for. Then, let's see. Not much to do here. Let's have Cyclops thwart for 2 for the main. Drop her down to 3. Angel's going to swing for 2 at Loki. That'll bring from 18 down to 16. He's going to retaliate, and Angel will take a consequential damage. Polaris will thwart for 1 for the main. Let's drop it down to 2. She will take a consequential damage, so she has 3 total damage, 1 hit point left, thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Let's discard the Ricochet Beam, draw back up to 5. Yeah, I think it's fine. And we got Pixie here. Okay, maybe I should have flipped there. Okay, it's Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main, goes back up to 4. He's hitting us with a base of 1, 2, 3, and a boost. We're going to have Polar. Actually, let's have Blindfold block because we're getting a minion here. The boost says, give Loki a tough stats card and an additional boost card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Knocks out Blindfold. Then the Space Stone's going to trigger, so we discard cards on top of the encounter until we get a minion and put that minion into play. Okay, we got the Frost Giant. He comes in play with Toughness. He has 1 scheme, 3 attack, and 4 hit points. And then since he came to play right after Loki attacked us, he's going to hit us for 3. Let's take it. So we drop from 11 down to 8. Then we get a face down encounter card. And we reveal it now, which is an advance. So Loki's going to scheme with a base of 2 plus 1 is 3, plus a boost here. Give him tough stats card here. It has one additional boost card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that was a lot of scheme. Let's make sure I counted that right. So 4 here. No amplify, right? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 4 is going to actually be 11 threat. So we're actually 1 away from popping. Let's check the discard pile here. Is that the last advance? We got 1 advance, 2 tricksters, 3 tricksters. Oh, there's still 1 more advance. But we got 3 tricksters out. Okay. All right. So we survived. I was a little surprised about that. It's back to our turn. Let's use Avenging Mage so we can draw a card. We got Dazzler, which will confuse him, and we got Beast. Okay, let's think this through. So I'm okay with this guy's schemes for 1. That's fine with that. We want to keep him in play for our tactic upgrade that lets us draw. So right now we want to just thwart. Yeah, we don't need to be in hero form because we have our X-Men trait and our alter ego here. So let's go ahead and flip down to alter ego, and then we're going to play. Oh, can we do that? I'm not sure. It's gonna be okay. We're going to play meditation. Exhaust your alter ego. Play a card from hand, reducing its cost by 3. Beast is 3 cost because the uncanny X-Men, because every character has an X-Men trait thanks to the honor X-Men. So playing Beast here for free. When you enter this play, search your deck and discard off a resource card, add to your hand. Let's get the energy to our hand here. Then we're going to exhaust the F-Shed to generate 1 resource so we can play Pixie. After you play here from your hand, add an X-Men ally from discard pile to your hand. Let's get Forge from discard to our hand here. And then, let's see here. We're going to, then we need a thwart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're just going to thwart and then we confuse them and then we should be good. So Polaris and Angel will both thwart for, actually, let's just do 1 at a time. So Polaris thwarts for 1 from the main, drops it down to 10. Should take consequential damage. She's knocked out. Angel thwarts for 1. That would bring this from 10 down to 9. He'll take a consequential damage, but he has +1 hit point with the Uncanny X-Men, so he's still alive. Beast and Pixie will both thwart for 1, 2, 3 from the main, drop it down to 6. They both take consequential. Okay. And then we're going to play Forge. Yeah, so I think that's fine. Actually, should we get a tactic upgrade right now? If we get a tactic upgrade, we can play Forge. No, it's gonna be extra resources, which is fine. So this will be 1 resource, so we can play Forge. Whenever he enters play, search your deck and discard pile for X-Men or X-Force support, adds to your hand. Let's get the Utopia back to our hand here. I want that combo. And then our out limit is 4 right now, so we're nearly maxed out, but not maxed out yet. But this would be 3 resources, so we can play Dazzler. So now we are maxed out. When we max out our out limit, we must immediately discard 1. Let's discard Angel. Okay. When Dazzler enters play, confuse enemy. Let's confuse this Loki here because he does not have Stalwart. Then Forge and Dazzler will both thwart for 1, 2, 3 from the main. Let's drop this from 6 down to 3. So this way, even if he gets an advance, I think we still live. Okay, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up, keeping the Utopia in our hand. And once we play it, we're going to have our full combo down. So John back up to 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main because the acceleration, it goes up to 5. He's going to scheme, but he's confused. So nothing will happen. Frost Giant schemes for 1. Scheme goes up to 6. And then Loki does not activate the Infinity Gauntlet because he never activated. Based on counter card is the Enchantress. So when she's reviewed, search the encounter deck and discard pile. And says I air for a copy of Seduced attached to your identity. How many Seduced are there? 1. There's still 1 in the deck. I think we get that one. Yeah, let's look through the deck, the encounter deck, for a copy of Seduced and attach it to your identity. So while this card is attached to us, you cannot make basic attacks or play attack events. Okay, and then that is it with Enchantress when reviewed, and it is back to our turn. All right. Okay, let's use our concentrating action. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade, add to your hand. We're going to get a priority target to our hand. Then we shuffle up our deck. All right, this is going to be a big turn, I think. Then, do we have a ruby quartz visor? Oh, we don't. What's in our discard here? We could still get it. Okay, let's exhaust Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Then we're going to play priority target. We have 2 of them. It's only attached 1 per enemy, so 1 on Enchantress, 1 on the Frost Giant. When we defeat the attached minion, we can draw 2 cards. Okay, then we're going to use a double resource here, so we can play Utopia. Then we're going to use this alter ego action, spend an energy and a mental resource. Energy and mental right here, I think. Yeah, so we can discard this card. So now we can play attack events and make basic attacks. Okay, then we're going to flip over here. Actually, wait, before we do that, let's just see first. We're gonna have, let's see, we need to do 5 to her. I wanna draw first before we flip. So Dazzler swings for 2. Pixie swings for 2 and 4 swings for 1. So it's gonna be 5 total damage. They all take a consequential damage. Pixie's knocked out because she'll take 2 more. She has 3 hit points, so she's gone. And then Forge and Dazzler both take a consequential damage. So 5 damage knocks out the Enchantress. She's defeated. Then we can trigger the priority target and draw 2 cards. Oh, okay, we didn't get our Ruby Quartz Visor, so I want that for ranged, or for piercing. We did get a Meditation, which I am tempted to play here. We get X. What does he do? He can confuse him for the advance. How useful is that going to be? It's not super useful. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to do that. We need to Optic Blast. Oh man. Okay, so we can actually play Ricochet Beam here. Okay. Oh, actually, I want to recover, but we're not even going to recover. Okay, let's just flip over here to Hero Form. We're going to make a basic attack on the Frost Giant to knock off his Tough Stats card. Then we're going to use our Optic Blast ability. Do 3 damage to an enemy that has an upgrade attached. He has an upgrade with the priority target. So we got to spend 1 resource to do that. Let's use the Meditation. 3 damage on the Frost Giant. Okay. Beast will swing at him for 2. That will knock him out. Beast takes a consequential damage. Now he's defeated. We can trigger this priority target and draw another 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay. Then I think we play X. We can confuse him. Yeah, okay, so this would be, actually, let's just make sure we got everything right. Okay, we do this for X. We can do this, or we get the Tackle Brilliance first. We can actually just knock off his stuff as well. Okay, let's use a double resource here so we can play Tackle Brilliance. Hero action, thought remove 3 from a scheme. Let's clear 3 off with the main scheme. Drops it down to 3. Choose a tactic card in your discard pile, add to your hand. Let's just get the priority target back to our hand here. Then Professor X is 2 costs because of the Uncanny X-Men, so 1 resource, second resource to play him. Whenever he enters play, we can choose one. Let's pick the one to confuse the villain. Then we can also exhaust Utopia after playing an X-Men ally to rev another X-Men character. Let's ready up Cyclops. Professor X will throw for 3 from the main, clearing it off. He'll take a consequential damage. Cyclops will swing for 1 to knock out the tough from Loki. Maybe we could have recovered. That's okay. And then we're going to no, I don't care about his attack. We're gonna keep that on. This would be 1 resource to play Few Commander. This doesn't do too much, but each Cyclops upgrade attached to a minion loses a temporary keyword, and it's a great target for the Reality Stone if we get it again. That's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up, and we are fully built out here, ready to go. So we are ready to gun Loki down his 3 stages. Drawn back up to 5 here. We've got a Ruby Quartz Visor as well. All right. So he's going to add 2 dice to main scheme because the acceleration from the War in Asgard is still in play. He's going to hit us with a base of 1, 2, 3, and he gets a boost card here. Professor X blocks. The boost is 4, so 7 damage knocks X out. Then he's going to flip a stone after activating. Mind Stone. Then we get a face iron counter card, which is an assault. The villain attacks you. So it's going to hit us again. We're going to have Forge block with his 1 hit point left thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. Here's the boost, 0, and that's the advance. So 1, 2, 3, that knocks out Forge. Mind Stone triggers, you are confused. And that will end Loki's turn. So it's back to us now. All right, let's use Avengers Mansion. Draw a card. We got a lot of stuff. Do we just do damage here? I would like to be greedy, but I think the better play is to get rid of his staff. Yeah, we gotta do a safer play. Okay, let's go ahead and thwart to remove our confuse here. Then we're going to Sunfire's 1 cost because of the Uncanny X-Men. So this would be 1 resource so we can play Sunfire. When he enters play, spend an energy resource. Let's do that to choose an attachment that detects hero action, hero response, like his staff, and then we can discard it. Okay, what's our deck looking like? Ooh, we are going to deck out. I would actually prefer Sunfire in the discard pile, but that's okay. Okay, so we got rid of Loki's staff, and then we want to play our Ruby Quartz Visor. Oh, and after we play Sunfire, we can exhaust Utopia to ready up Cyclops. Back up, and then Ruby Quartz Visor. Oh, and then we're short a resource actually. I think that's fine. We don't need to. We can save the full blast. So this would be 2 resources, so we can play our Ruby Quartz Visor. We exhaust this card to generate an energy resource for our Optic Blast ability. Cyclops is going to Thor for 2. Let's clear out the main again. And oh, this Loki has Retaliate. So they're not gonna. Okay, so Beast and Dazzle will both Thor for 1, 2, 3, 4 from the Warren Asgard. Let's bring from 6 down to 2. They both take a consequential damage, so they're down to 3 damage each and 1 hit point left thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. Sunfire is going to swing for 2 at Loki. That'll bring him from 16 down to 14. He's going to take a Retaliate and then a consequential damage. And then that is going to end our turn. We're going to deck out here with the Full Blast. No, that's okay. We're going to discard Full Blast. So let's end our turn. We're going to ready up. And then we will discard the Full Blast in our hand and draw back up to our hands as a 5. When we deck out, we get a face down counter card. We have all the tactic upgrades here, which is actually really bad. And we're drawing 1 more card back up to 5. Okay, this would be a rough go around here with those tactic upgrades already gone. So Loki's turn is going to add 2 to the main scheme with the Warren Asgard. Let's clean this up. Okay, he's going to hit us with a base of 1 plus 1 is 2. Boost card here. Sunfire blocks. The boost is discard top card of the Infinity Stone deck, applies boost icons. So 3 plus 4, 5. That will knock out Sunfire. He's defeated. And then since he decks out the Infinity Stone deck, we're going to shuffle them back up and put the oh yeah, and there was none. So we shuffle them back up after he decks out. Then the Infinity Gauntlet will activate after Loki just attacked. So we put the top 1 into play, which is the Mind Stone again. Then it's going to deal us a face on a counter card. Total of 2. First one is a Frost Shine again with toughness. And then we got Frozen, attach your identity. Attached identity cannot ready. As an option, we can spend a energy and physical to discard this card. Okay, back to our turn. Let's use Mansion so we can draw a card. Oh, we got the Full Blast back. I think we just Full Blast him here. Okay, let's use the exchange to generate a wild resource so we can play Exploit Weakness and attach this to an enemy. Let's give it to the Frost Shine here. And then we're going to use our Optic Blast ability. Spend 1 resource to do 3 damage to an enemy with the upgrade attached to Frost Shine. But the Ruby Quartz Advisor here, we can exhaust this card to generate a wild resource for our Optic Blast ability and give that attack piercing and ranged. So we now have piercing and ranged. Then we're going to use this as a resource to play Full Blast. This is an interrupt. When you use your Optic Blast ability, exhaust Cyclops. The attack deals 8 additional damage and gains overkill. So the piercing knocks off his tough status card. It's going to be 8 plus 3, which is 11. So 4 on Frostshine, 7 bleeds over to Loki. That'll bring from 14 down to 7. And he won't retire because the attack was not at him, but we also had range anyways. Actually, wait, it doesn't do. It is 1 additional damage because of the Exploit Weakness. So it's actually 12 damage. So Loki takes 1 more with the overkill. Drawing from 7 down to 6. Okay, so Frost Giant's knocked out. Exploit Weakness gets discarded. Full Blast is resolved. Okay. Then I think we need to use this Alter Ego action here to get ready back up for next turn. That's fine. We're going to flip down here to Alter. And then we're going to, no, actually I want to keep the rapid response. So let's use 2 resources here so we can play rapid response. After an ally you control is defeated, we can discard rapid response and then put that ally into play from discard pile and deal damage to it. Dazzler's going to throw it for 2 in the main, just in case. But I think we should be okay. She'll take consequential damage, she gets knocked out. That's going to end our turn. We're going to ready up, but we cannot ready up our identity because of the frozen here. So we're going to just ready up all the other cards. Okay, we're going to draw back up to our hand size of 6 here, staying exhausted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Loki's turn. 2 to the main because of the war in Asgard. He's scheming, but he has been confused for a long time. Nothing happens. He won't trade the Mind Stone. We get a face on counter card, which is Devious Sorcery. In Alter Ego, you are stunned. If you're already stunned, place 2 threat on the main scheme. We are not stunned, so we just get stunned here. All right, back to our turn. Let's use... Do we constant training here? I don't think we do because we are low on our tactic upgrades. I want to draw them up. We could get an exploit weakness. Okay, let's first use this Alter Ego action. Spend an energy and a physical resource. So let's see. Let's use Nightcrawler as a physical, and the extra will be an energy resource because it can be a while to discard the frozen. Okay, then we're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Okay, and we're not going to use our constant training, I think. I want to get rid of this Loki. We can have Beast attack. Gets us... Okay, all right, we're going to... how many readies can we get? No, we're exhausted. That kind of hurts. Okay, that's okay. We're going to flip over here to hero form. Then we're going to have Beast attack for 2 at Loki. That'll bring him from 6 down to 4. Beast will take a retaliate. He's knocked out. We're going to trigger the rapid response. When ally you control is defeated, we put it back into play and deal 1 damage to it. Then we can exhaust Utopia. After an X-Men ally enters play, like Beast, right up in our X-Men characters, right up Cyclops, and we're going to attack to remove our stun. Then we want to, and when our Beast enters play, we can search our deck and discard off for a resource card, add to your hand. Let's look through our deck here for a double resource, and then add to our hand. A lot of different triggers. Let's shuffle up our deck. So we can find defeat the Retaliate Loki here. Okay. Then we are going to attach the priority target on this Loki. Attach to an enemy. Max 1 per enemy. When attached enemy is defeated, the player who defeated can draw 2 cards. We're going to use our Ruby Quartz Visor, exhaust this card to generate an energy resource for your Optic Blast ability. The attack has piercing and ranged. So Optic Blast on Loki, 3 damage. That'll bring him from 4 down to 1. Since it has range, he will not retaliate and hit us back. Then we're going to have Beast swing for 2. That'll defeat Loki. That'll bring him from 1 down to 0. Since he's defeated, he will not retaliate. And this Loki will go into the victory display as our first Loki that we defeated. So a couple of different triggers. First, the interrupt will occur first, right? When attached enemy is defeated, the player who defeated draws 2. So we draw 2 cards with the interrupt. Then Loki says discard cards top and counter deck until a side scheme is discarded whenever he's defeated. So we're going to mill down here until we get a side scheme. And there is no side scheme, so that will fulfill the requirement for that. And he will go into the victory display. Since he decks out just a permanent celebration token on the main scheme, and we're going to shuffle up the encounter deck discard pile here, back to the encounter deck. And the main scheme says after one of the Lokis is defeated, we're going to randomly get one of these Lokis here and put them into play. So with these 4 here, shuffle this up. And we're going to put this one into play. So Loki has Stalwart, 3 scheme, and 1 attack. And these get set aside. Okay, and then Beast will take a consequential damage and no retaliate. This Loki has 20 hit points. Let's set him up. Okay, and we just got 2 more to go. And we're actually going to do a lot here. So let's see. Double resource, so we can play Polaris. She's only 2 costs thanks to the Uncanny X-Men here. When she enters play, give an X-Men character toughness. Let's give Cyclops a tough stats card. And then we save Tackle Brilliance and Phoenix here. So we play Psylocke. Should we keep this Tackle Brilliance here too? Let's play Psylocke. This would be 3 resources, so we can play her. She's only 3 costs thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. She comes in play here with 2 psionic counters again, but this Loki has Star anyways. Okay, Psylocke's gonna Thor for 2 from the main, clear down 0 just in case. Should take consequential damage. Polaris will swing for 2. That will bring Loki from 20 down to 18. She would take a consequential damage. And then that is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And this actually is going to hurt our tactical brilliance here. Okay, we are all readied up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size of 5, keeping these cards all in our hand. Okay, so it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 plus 1 actually. So it's going to be 3 with a double acceleration to the main scheme. Goes up to 3. He's going to hit us with a base of 1 plus 1 and a boost. We're going to take as we have a tough stats card. The boost effects attach Loki's crown to him. He gets plus 1 scheme. So 2 damage, knocks off our tough stats card. Triggers the Mind Stone, so you are confused. That gets discarded. Then we get 1 face down encounter card, which is Loki's cape. So whenever we swap him with another random Loki villain, we give him a tough stats card. Okay, and then it is back to our turn. Okay. Okay, let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card first. We got To Me My X-Men. If I get a ready here. Okay, let's go ahead and thwart to remove our confuse. Then we're going to, let's use the extra to generate 1 resource. And then this will be a second resource. No, I want to keep the Tackle Brilliance. Let's use, do we use Angel? No, let's use To Me My X-Men as a second resource. So we can play Tactical Brilliance. Hero action, thwart remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's clear off the main scheme. Then choose a tactic card in your discard pile, add to your hand. Which tactic card are we gonna get? If we get a tactic card, okay, let's just get the let's get the practice defense. Let's see, energy and mental. That's fine. Let's get the practice defense to our hand here. Okay. Then we are going to play Angel, I think. Let's see if we play him for 1. We get a ready. I want to make a basic attack. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. This would be 1 resource, so we can play Angel. Angel is only 1 cost thanks to the Uncanny X-Men and his own effect, which reduced the cost of playing by 1. When we play him, we can exhaust Utopia to ready Cyclops back up. We're going to attack Loki for 1. That'll bring from 18 down to 17. And then we're going to do this here response. After you make a basic attack against him, spend a mental and energy resource right here to discard this card. So mental energy to get rid of his cape. Or his, his cape, I mean. Okay. Then we have the main scheme cleared off. So we're going to have, let's have Polaris do it first because hers is a little more confusing. She's going to attack Loki, interrupt, remove a counter, do 1 damage. I'll bring him from 17 down to 16. He gets confused, but he starts, something happens, and her attack will go through for 1. That brings from 16 down to 15. She'll take a consequential damage. Then we're going to have Angel, Polaris, and Beast all swing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage on Loki. That's going to bring it from 15 down to 9. And they will all take consequential damage. So Beast has 3 damage. These guys get 1 each. And then, let's see, I want to flip here. No, I can't flip. Because if he gets an advance, then we're probably going to lose with 3 schemes. So that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Staying in hero form. Drawing back up to our hand size of 5. Okay, awesome. We got exploit weakness. Okay, so it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 3 to the main. So the double acceleration. He's going to hit us here with a base of 1 plus 1 and a boost card. We're going to take to the face because it's not a lot of damage, and I want to keep the allies ready. So 2 is a boost, plus 2 is going to be 4 damage. That'll bring us from 8 down to 4. Then he's going to flip an Infinity Stone after activating on us, the Reality Stone. We'll get a face on encounter card, which is in advance. So he is going to scheme with a base of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a boost here of 1. So he's scheming for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 plus 3 here is going to be 9 total threat, so we're still okay. And it's going to trigger the React Stone, discard an ally, upgrade or support you control. Who are we getting rid of here? I like everybody. We could do Beast. No, not Beast. Let's get rid of Psylocke, I guess. Yeah, so we're going to discard her. And the React Stone is done. Actually, well, wait a minute. Whoops. We're not going to discard. We're going to discard a field commander. That was the point of the field commander. So we're going to discard an ally, upgrade, or support. So we're going to discard an upgrade. So Psylocke is still in play here with 2 damage and 1 more psionic counter on her. Okay, cool. So we did that, and it's back to our turn. Okay. We're going to use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card here. Drew into Forge. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to gun him down. I don't know if we have it, but I'm gonna try. We had another exploit weakness. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't think we have to kill, but we can do something. So let's have Cyclops swing for 1 at Loki. That'll bring him from 9 down to 8. Then we're going to have Psylocke swing, user interrupt. So it does 1 damage, 8 down to 7, and her attack will go through. So 1 more damage, 7 down to 6. She'll take a consequential damage. So she has 3 damage on her now. Okay, then we're going to have Angel, Polaris, and Beast all attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just put their consequential damage first. So Beast is knocked out. Polaris takes 1 more, Angel takes 1 more. That is 6 damage on Loki. So that will bring it from 6 down to 0. This would be our second Loki variant that we just knocked out here. So whenever he's defeated, discard cards from the contact until we get a side scheme and reveal that side scheme. So hopefully it's not the hazard one. Okay, this one's okay. So we got Amplify icon. These cards are all discarded. And then this Loki is defeated. So now we get one of these 3 right here, shuffle them up, and it's going to come into play. Okay. These get set aside. Okay, and this Loki says he cannot take damage while his side scheme is in play. So it's hinder 1 plus 4. It's going to be 5 threat on this one, and this one has 2 with the acceleration. Okay, so we definitely can't kill him now because he can't take damage while his side scheme is in play. So I think what we do here is we need to thwart. Oh, and then we play blindfold. Yeah, I think blindfold is a safe call here. So this would be 3 resources, so we can play Phoenix. Oh, before I do that, let me just set his hit points. So he should have 20 hit points. And we can for sure know that we can win if we play blindfold because she can look at the encounter deck. So 4 resources here, or 3. Oh, Phoenix is only 2 costs because of the Uncanny X-Men, right? So a double here so we can play Phoenix. Whenever she enters play, choose a Cyclops card in your discard pile, add it to your hand. Let's get our Full Blast. Add that to our hand. And then we can exhaust Utopia to ready up another X-Men. Let's ready up Cyclops. Then we're going to max on our ally limit here. So let's use X-Jet to generate 1 resource. This would be a second resource. We only need 2. So we can play Blindfold. She's only 2 costs because of the Uncanny X-Men. Since we max on our ally limit, we must discard 1. Let's discard Psylocke. When Blindfold enters play, look at the top 5 cards in the encounter deck. Discard 1, put the rest back in the same order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I think we discard this. We get Shadows as Shadow of the Past as a boost card. And we get an Infinity Stone as our encounter card, which is completely fine. So we're going to discard the Exhaustion, put these 4 cards back on top of the deck in the same order. All right. And then I think what's our deck looking like? We're going to draw 2 more cards. We're not going to deck out. So we need to clear off a side scheme. I think we wait till next turn and do it because I'm okay with this Loki right now. Yeah, so let's clear out the main. So Cyclops is going to thwart for 2 from the main scheme, dropping this down there. Phoenix is going to thwart for 2 as well. Yeah, drop down to 5. And then Blindfold is going to thwart for 2 as well and drop this down to 3. And then both the allies will take consequential damage. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to keep Forge in our hand for the ready in case we need it. So John, 2 more cards back up to 5, but we know what Loki's getting, so it should be okay. Oh, and we got Ricochet Beam. Okay, so we have the kill shot in hand here. Loki's turn, he's going to add 1, 2, 3 to the main. It goes up to 6. Because of the double acceleration, he's going to hit us here with a base of 1, 2, 3. Boost card, we're going to have blindfold block. The boost is 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage with the amplify. Knocks out blindfold. She's gone. Then he flips a stone after he activates. Oops. The time stone here. And the time stone won't even trigger. Then we get a face on counter card, which is Infinite Mischief. Shuffle the Infinity Stone discard pile back into the Infinity Stone deck. And put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play, which doesn't matter. This is Loki's last turn. And we got this one, the Reality Stone. This will be the Infinity Stone deck. And these 2 stones are ready to activate on us. Okay, and then it is back to our turn here. Okay, so let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Drew into a meditation. I don't think we're going to use our ready on that. So let's have Phoenix here, Thor for 2 from the War in Asgard, and clear off this side scheme. She's going to take a consequential damage. When this side scheme is defeated, we review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck, so we get another stone. We got the Soul Stone. Okay, and then swap Loki with the random set aside Loki villain. And let's put the casket of Ancient Winters right here. So we're gonna get one of these 2 right here, shuffle them up. It doesn't matter which one. And we got this Loki as our last Loki. And these get set aside again. All right, he has 20 hit points and we're ready to start gunning him down here. Okay, so we did that. So now he can take damage even with the size in play because we switched to Loki's. We're going to exhaust the X-Jet to generate a wild resource so we can play Exploit Weakness. Attach an enemy, we're going to give this to Loki. Increase the amount of damage attached enemy takes from each attack by 1 here. And he now has a tactic upgrade attached to him with our Optic Blast ability because we only use it if we have on an enemy that has upgrade attached. Okay, and then we're going to use this as 2 resources so we can play 2 resources here so we can play a Ricochet Beam. This says hero action attack, do 3 damage to enemy, then do 3 damage to enemy with the upgrade attached. He has an upgrade attached right here. And this says increase the amount of damage attached enemy takes from each attack by 1. So it's going to be 4, 2 instances of 4. So do 4 and do 4. So I'll bring it from 20 down to 16. And then 16 down to 12 hit points. And then next, we're going to use our Optic Blast ability. Spend 1 resource of any type to do 3 damage to an enemy with the upgrade attached. Our Ruby Quartz Virus can generate a resource for our Optic Blast ability. He has an upgrade attached, so 3 damage on Loki. But we're going to use this as a resource so we can play a full blast here. This says Hero Interrupt. Whenever you use your Optic Blast ability, we can exhaust Cyclops. The attack deals 8 additional damage and gains overkill. So it's going to be 8 plus the 3, which is 11. And it does 1 additional damage because of the Exploit Weakness, so it's going to be 12 damage. That'll bring Loki from 12 down to 0. And that is Loki on Expert Mode.